What's up, guys? It's your boy AB, and welcome back to the channel. So listen, I'm going to be speaking on how we got from one vehicle to 3 vehicles. So let me just take off this glass real quick because I got something nice for you guys. This video is super informational, so please like and subscribe and watch to the end. I promise you, if you're somebody who wants to do business and stuff like that, this will definitely be able to help you out. Let's get straight to the point. So how do you determine when to buy a second vehicle, right? The way we determine that is that if you're getting a lot of calls from a customer and you cannot accommodate for it, that's probably a sign that you should definitely get another vehicle, because you never want to turn a customer away, because if you turn them away, they're going to the competitor. And guess what? You just lost another customer because you cannot accommodate for them. People are not going to wait for you. You know what I'm saying? So you always have to try the best you can to try to accommodate, and that's the most important thing. But now let's get into some of the problems you're going to run into. For sure, once you buy another vehicle, that's more expenses, right? Whether depending on what the price of the car is, the money's going to dip a little bit, right? And new employee, what do you do? Like, how do you hire an employee? Once you hire, the usual channels, you find reliable people through, either Indeed and other places, right? For us, we just honestly just reach out to the communities on Facebook. We have a really good Facebook page. So we just reach out to them, and then basically they just recommend certain people that they think that they're qualified. And usually majority of our drivers kind of came that way, and they've been good so far, So that's another way. And that way, I'm not spending any money to like Indeed and other software, other places to bring in drivers and stuff like that. Having a good community is really key, which is one of the big reasons why I even have a YouTube channel. That's why I'm making this kind of video. So if you guys want to reach out to me one day and you want to work for us, we'd be more than happy to help you guys out, or hire you guys, right? Let's get back on track. So those are the essentials for the most part, right? Once you get an employee, that's going to be a lot of expenses, right? So those expenses, make sure you're planning for it ahead of time. That second vehicle, make sure you're planning for it ahead of time. Make sure you have enough money on the side, because once you get another vehicle, that doesn't mean you're automatically making a lot more money. Matter of fact, the opposite happens. You start losing money because you got a vehicle that's sitting on you. Sometimes you might only do 2-3 bookings, right? But guess what? 2, 3, 4, 5 bookings, whatever it is, right? You still got to pay the monthly insurance for it. You still got to pay that employee that you just hired, right? So those things are things that you have to have cushion for. You have to have money set aside ahead of time before any of this situation occurs. Do you understand? So please be mindful of that, because if you're not keeping that in mind, you're going to struggle as a business owner. Because everybody thinks, everybody will see 5 vehicles, 6 vehicles, 7 vehicles. It's not about the vehicle. It's about the clientele that you have, and it's about whether you're getting calls and you can't accommodate for them, right? Those are the key things that let you know when to buy another vehicle. For me, it took about 1.5 years to get all my 3 vehicles, if I'm being honest, right? And like I said, if you stick around to the end of the vehicle, I got a little surprise for you guys to show you, okay? So honestly, those are the main essential things. As long as you're aware of those things, I think you're going to be okay. But if you guys have something specific that you want to know about, just let me know in the comment below. I'll be more than happy to help you. I'll try and keep the videos as short as possible for the most part, so that way it's not too long. My goal is to give you guys my experiences without making the video too long, that you can just gather the information as fast as possible, and hopefully you can apply it to yourself. Those are the essentials. Like what we touched on, make sure you have clients calling, right? Make sure you have more clients calling than what you already have for that one vehicle. So that way, once you get the other vehicle, you're accommodating for, you can accommodate for them, and you got a vehicle on the road right away. The faster you can get clients for that car, the more money you can make. At the moment, if I include myself, I have, 4 employees. So I have 4 employees. If I include myself, I'm 4. And then I have a dispatcher. So that's 5 of us. So that's 5 people getting paid, right? As a month, I spend about $6,000 to $7,000 in just employee expenses, not including no taxes, not including insurances, not including vehicle breakdown, gas, fuel, whatever. All those things are not included. This is just employee alone. I'm at between $6,000 to $7,000, depending on if they work more hours or less hours, right? So that's why I'm saying it's important that you look at the numbers first. And one other thing I'm going to tell you guys is, this is off topic, but it's going to help you a lot. Every month, evaluate your numbers. Look at your numbers and make sure that it makes sense. So make sure every month, for example, us, every month we're aware of how much money we made and how much expenses that we had for that month, right? And then that gives me an idea, okay, you know what? Are we in good place to get another vehicle, or are we not? Also, please, whatever you do, make sure you work on your credit. As a business owner, you're never going to know when you're going to need help. So it's better to have good credit, right? So make sure you have good credit. For us, I have 3 vehicles. 2 of them are essentially paid for it. You know what I'm saying? And then 1 of them I financed it because I'm doing it just mainly to build credit, if I'm being honest with you. So, that way, if I ever need them, I can just get the money, right? So always use your credit as much as you possibly can, if you can, but do not put yourself in too much debt though. Because too much debt, guess what? As a business, having a lot of debt, that means that you got to pay off those debts. So if work is slow, guess what? You still got to pay those debts. So the more expenses you have, whether it's insurances, employees, and loan of credit, all those things, guess what? They all become one big payment that you have to make every month. And you don't want to do that. Again, it makes it harder for you to get other vehicles. So if you don't have to get a loan, don't get it. But if you have to, it's better to just have it than not have it. You know what I'm trying to say? So yeah, but mainly that's what it's going to take. So be aware of those other things that I said in the end. If you're aware of those things, then it's easy for you to level up, to get more vehicles, 3, 4, 5, 6 vehicles, whatever. Because from what I have noticed so far, going from 1 vehicle to 3 vehicles, it was really hard to get the first vehicle than it was to get the second one. And then to the third one. It was never, you know what I mean? So I hope this was helpful. Please like and subscribe, and I'll be seeing you guys hopefully in the next video. Peace.